Welcome back to A Hat in Time. I bought the last DLC that matters. Play up to 30 friends. Oh, no, 50 friends. Or strangers in this new online mode. Enable.
Friend is such a strong word. I prefer 50 acquaintances.
Oh, now I can start a new thing as Bo Kid.
Oh.
It's unfortunate I already
Well,
started a new
sadly,
game. Otherwise, I would have done the whole thing as Bo Kid. Oh, well.
Well, unfortunately, Sabo isn't with us. He's dead in a gutter, I think, somewhere.
Maybe he was like
It's
one
Christmas
of those.
for you.
It happens. Maybe like he was like one of those like white elephant gifts, and someone got stuck with him. Because apparently there's an intruder on the ship again. Oh, it's a Christmas present. Oh, it's almost like snowing in here and shit. I haven't booted this game up since like 2 weeks before. Oh. Because I enabled internet, I think there's just random people in the ship now. Because there was just a random hat kid, and I was just like, what the fuck? There's just a random hat kid running around on my ship. They're a player.
Alright, so you can see other players in your world? Man, game's just like Dark Souls.
No, the controls work properly.
See that my Dark Souls comment has upset you. No.
Maybe one day Dark Souls will learn how to do its parry mechanic. One day. Probably not.
To be fair, Bloodborne's parry mechanic works pretty
well.
well.
Bloodborne's fine! We're close to the finale. You know what that means? You gotta make sure DJ Grooves wins so we can fight him. I mean, what?
I mean... Look. The conductor might be racist and have a foul mouth, but he's got spirit.
Do you find him relatable?
Wow. He is Scottish. Everyone loves the Scottish, except, anyone who meets the Scottish.
Including the Scottish.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I think I've said before, but, the whole conflict that the film Braveheart is based around is not Scotland versus England, as the film likes to point out. It's Scotland versus Scotland.
Yes. I remember we talked about that before. Hey, what are these owls doing here? DJ Grooves hired owls.
He's an equal opportunities employer, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Damn. Now I don't want to fight him anymore, but we've already committed to the bit.
Hey, but the conductor hired crows.
That's true.
And I think between, the two, between them all, crows are probably the least trustworthy birds.
Considering I'm pretty sure they sold my information, maybe made some AI art of me at this point. Invested in NFTs.
But, apart from all of that.
Probably have my social security number, too.
Look, I don't trust any animal that has learned to use people as a tool. It's true. There are crows that have learned that in order to open up nuts, it's actually better if they drop them on busy sidewalks, so people will crush the nuts underfoot and they can get the tasty bits inside. Everyone's talked about how fucking smart dolphins are. And it's bro, crows though.
Oh, I just saw a random hat kid run by me.
Uh-oh. That's not going to get annoying.
You know what? I kind of want to keep this on because it's funnier this way. There's just this random, N64 era hat kid in here. So they're just gonna be places where I am. That won't get distracting, I'm sure.
Well... Hopefully it won't.
Or it will, and it'll be funny. Oh god. I almost got run over by the band. Uh-oh! I think I'm just supposed to run around? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done the parade mission.
Oh, yeah, you've just got to run around and then go to all the various places the arrows indicate.
Ah, okay, I see the little pop-ups right there. Well, I'm gonna take some damage. It's fine. Or maybe it's not fine, I don't know.
It's never fine. Mm. Man.
What do you mean movie? This isn't really a movie. You're just watching a little girl run for her life as a bunch of owls playing instruments nearly run me the fuck over.
Isn't that the plot to Hunger Games? I don't know, I never watched those movies.
I don't know. I don't want to watch those movies either.
Fuck reading, am I right?
Am I right? Or am I right?
Who could read in this day and age? But anyway, speaking of not reading, allow me to talk about our sponsor.
Skillshare!
Oh, if I knew we had a sponsor, I would get us unsponsored so fast.
They would quickly regret going to us. They'd be like, why did we do this? This was stupid.
Instant regret.
Whoop. They'd be like, why do we do this? Nobody even watches them. What the fuck were we thinking? Were we drunk?
To be fair, just because nobody watches doesn't normally actually stop people from advertising on channels.
It's true.
Certainly, I don't watch adverts on people's channels. Thank you, Adblock.
Well, you see, according to our analytics, only so many of you are subscribed to our channel.
God, I fucking hate when people are like that. Because it's like, I get it, you know, you're always trying to... It's a competitive scene at the moment. It's a competitive scene on YouTube, but it's like... It's just so grating being reminded of, oh, you haven't subscribed, and it's like, maybe there's a reason I haven't subscribed, fuckface. You're not going to bully me into subscribing. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I eliminate them.
Whew, that was close. I'm on my last little bit of health, and I've almost been killed a couple of times. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Ah! No! No! I'm gonna die. I died because of the online feature where if you push down on the stick, it puts out the emotes. And, because that it fucked with my jump.
Yeah, I hate to say I told you so. Ah, who am I kidding? I fucking love saying I told you so. Told you so is one of my favourite things to tell people.
we spiced it up.
We did it, everyone. We've saved Christmas or something.
Christmas is over, though.
There's always next Christmas.
It's true. There's always next Christmas.
Look, any day that's not Christmas is just another day to have a wild Christmas adventure on. Santa always gets in trouble, and someone needs to save Christmas.
Or sometimes there's those movies where Santa is the one who stops the trouble, like the one where a kid wishes to be rescued by Santa for Christmas, so Santa goes all John Wick. Actual movie.
Sounds about right.
I think it's called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I mean, I already know what the best movie where Santa saves the day is.
Oh.
It's called Hogfather. It's called Hogfather. It's not actually about Santa because it's about. Long story short, it's about not Christmas. So it's like fantasy made up Christmas, but it's Christmas. And in that, their version of Santa, who's called the Hogfather, goes missing, and so the literal Grim Reaper has to dress up as him to try and keep faith or keep the children's faith in him. Otherwise, Santa will vanish. Otherwise, their Santa will vanish, and that will, by proxy, also rob the human race of all forms of wonder and Merriman to make life incredibly dull and boring.
Man, that episode of Billy Mandy went crazy, didn't it?
No. If only Billy and Mandy was that good.
Billy Mandy was that
I like
good.
that
Fuck
show.
you.
It was great. I'm not saying it wasn't great, but man, Hogfather's
Their Christmas special
It's
was
different.
really fucking good. That was the one where Santa was a vampire.
good job, Santa.
Well, he got turned into a vampire by his wife. His wife was a vampire all along, though.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Uh, Probably Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, nothing
So-
really interesting, just that.
there's no bit. I was just like,
No bit.
wait. I was waiting. I was actually thinking Die Hard would be too obvious, so I'm gonna guess Batman Returns.
Yeah, no, I didn't really have a bit. I mean, I did like the Gundam Christmas special. It was like 6 episodes long. It was like something in the pocket. I don't know.
War in the Pocket.
And maybe, I don't know.
Well,
008 something.
we'll never know.
What the heck is a Gundam?
Good old Bernie. What? Can't wait for Bernie to be added into Super Robot Wars.
You know, randomly, I just had a craving for burgers.
Don't you mean donuts?
No, I mean burgers.
Oh.
I know the bit I'm doing.
You ever heard of a Christmas? Who's ever heard of a Christmas donut or a Christmas burger? Christmas donuts, though. Well, I guess by the time this comes out, it'll be closer to Easter, so we should be thinking of Easter-related jokes.
It's time for
Just
the
gonna
train
skip
rush.
all the way past Chinese New Year.
Ooh, I'm missing a key item, so I won't be able to complete
That's a
it.
fun one.
Let's see what the key item
Oh,
is.
you're missing the hook.
Where do I get the hook?
It's the hook shot, I think. The third world,
Oh, okay.
Act 3.
Alright, let me go back to the hub then, and I'll start that one.
You have to. It's one of the stages. I think it's like the Act 2 or like
You get it fairly early.
Act 2 of Chapter. It's like Act 2 of Chapter 3, I think.
Yeah, we'll find out in a minute.
It's
So many hat
it's the
children
well
in my in here. So many hat children. What have I done?
Unleash the Hat Apocalypse.
You know, one hat kid is chaotic enough, but like this many, oh boy. I don't think the universe is ready for this many hat kids.
One can only hope.
Oh yeah, let me get this the little secret area in the pillow fort.
Ah, yes.
There we go. I couldn't remember if there was anything special in there. It's just a little diary where you get to read what Hat Kid's thinking, and basically she's just an asshole.
Feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Considering some of the shit she pulls.
Yeah. To be fair, she's just like, I want my fucking timepieces back. Can you fucking lunatics leave me alone? I just
Big
want to go
fat-
home. Give me back my shit. Honestly, you think about it, I don't really blame her. It's like, you weird aliens, leave me alone. I just want my shit and I want to go.
Should have paid the mafia toll. Getting that boy's hole.
I don't like what you just said.
Please disregard my twitchy belly.
Everything you said, I don't like.
My body has been to places that have left a permanent mark.
Wow, that's like your opinion, man.
I can still end you at some point.
but if you kill me, you lose your only source of true comedy. Then you'll be forced to just talk awkwardly to Sabo forever.
Every conversation is just Fire Emblem.
Exactly. Would you want to suffer through that?
I mean, I like Fire Emblem.
For all time?
Oh, I got captured. Oh, this actually goes on for a bit.
Oh yeah, he talks for ages.
Oh, he hasn't even started talking yet.
Oh, when you're dangling, yeah, that takes a while.
Oh, hi, Tumblr sexy man.
Wait, what?
Tumblr sexy man.
Okay. I don't want to know.
You don't. Jokes though, he is probably my favorite of the assholes you meet.
He does have that, well, for lack of a better example, Bill Cipher energy.
Kinda. But he is funny.
But it's that exact kind of that character archetype that was sort of popular for a while. The omnipotent being who, or omnipresent being entity, who's just kind of a douchebag.
Though it's great how you fuck with him in the end.
Oh yeah, well, you rewrite the contract.
I
That's not how contracts work, you know.
already know what happens if I hit the decline button, you just die.
Yeah.
That was more for the audience. It's like, no, I already know what happens if you decline, because I did that back in the day. That seals the deal! Hey, he said the name! He said the name of the DLC that wasn't released when this game came out!
Leonardo DiCaprio finger point dot JPEG.
Oh, that just reminded me. So I actually figured out, I mean, I got to learn what the plot of Avatar 2 is.
Okay.
Alright, do you know the plot of Avatar 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Just that again? But
Yes.
This time they're
Literally.
in... Okay.
So,
But this time they're in the water.
they go to the water tribe, they do the same fish out of water haha story. They do the thing where they slowly trust them, then they learn that the asshole was once a human, and they distrust him, and then... You know, it's literally that whole... It's the entire story arc again, and then, you know, eventually they kick the humans off the planet again. It's literally the same shit.
Well...
He might as well have, like, he probably literally went over to his script for Avatar 1, just backspaced right in 2, and then wrote water.
So I know they bullshit get Sigourney Weaver back to voice a teenage daughter. How do they get the general? They definitely like the best character from the first movie, the general, to come back.
Oh, I don't even know if they're back. I just learned the summary.
Oh no, he is back because they announced that he's. That was like one of the things when the movie was first sort of. When they first actually revealed, oh yes, they are doing this movie. Was they revealed? Yes, he's back. And I'm like, but how? He was super dead. I mean, if I were to see the movie, he would be the reason to see it. Because he was the best character, mostly because he hates all those stupid blue cat people.
All these blue space elves.
All these fucking rapists. They are!
Go on, I want to hear your rant. This will be funny. I want the content.
What? They just, like, it's pretty obvious. They have their stupid USB hair appendage thing that they then jab into unwilling animals until they comply.
Shit, you're right.
Did you forget about that?
Yes.
And it's like,
hey,
pretty...
hey, I forgot, but in my defense, it is Avatar.
It's pretty fucking rapey.
No, you're right. But again, in my defense, it is Avatar. I made a point to remember points of it for jokes, but it's still Avatar, so I still forgot a lot of it. Because, you know, it's Avatar. Easy to forget
Yeah.
shit.
Well, it's just all those sequences where you have the animals thrashing wildly because this stupid blue twat has mounted them.
This
And is now forcibly
Let's call them space elves because it's funny. Because that's what they
They're
are.
full-
They're just blue space elves.
Man, they make the fucking space elves in Warhammer look cool.
Shit. Damn. Damn,
Fucking
he said it.
Eldar. Fucking Eldar.
They're named after the worst character from Zelda.
That's not fair. What did Zelda ever do to you?
No, Navi, you dumbass.
I know.
But, yeah, I thought it was really funny because I learned that when someone was, I only learned that was the plot when only 2 Avatar people people that watched it were able to tell me the plot of the movie, and I was just like, wait, hold on. I've seen this movie before. It's literally the first movie.
Wow. I mean, it's it's not as if Avatar 1 had a wholly original
Oh, no,
plot.
no, it's not!
It's just Dances with Wolves.
It's
but
not
with blue
original.
cat people.
It's not original, but it's just really funny that specifically when one of them was like, well, this movie has a lot more care put into it than anything else this year, and I'm like, and it's a simple plot with more care put into it. I'm like, Top Gun literally came out at the start of this year. Shut up. And Top Gun is literally that movie you just described, and it's not the same exact plot as the first one.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick instead stole its plot from Ace Combat.
Right?
Pretty much. I mean,
It is. It's an Ace Combat plot.
And even then, Ace Combat stole that plot from Rogue Squadron 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the difference is Maverick obviously hits a lot of the same beats as Top Gun 1 did, but also Top Gun 1 was like 30 fucking years ago. And also, too, Maverick has the sense to be different to have, like, Maverick himself be there, but not disrespect him in the way that other, like, legacy movies have done.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a matter of, hey, look, everyone, we got Luke Skywalker back! And he's dead. Oh,
Yeah.
What did he do? Oh, he grumbled and was sad for 30 years or 60 years, or whatever fucking long it's meant to be. The main point is, the hero you liked, he's fucking wrong and dead and stupid. Love our character. Love these new characters that have all of these defining character traits and moments. I'll get back to you on that as soon as I think of them.
Where, from what I got from 2 people that watched Avatar 2, including one person who only watched Avatar 2 and didn't realize it was the same plot, that it's the same plot as the first movie, with the same exact character beats.
I'll be honest, the most I've ever heard about Avatar 2, good or bad, is someone described it as very mid. And I've literally not heard anyone talk about it other than like one random message in a Discord server I'm on.
And like me now, because I
Yeah.
actively looked for it, because
I
they would
genuinely
keep defending it, like, maybe you guys should watch it, and I'm like, okay, can one of you fucking describe it? And only 2 stepped to the plate, because I'm going to assume they're the only 2 that remembered it.
I genuinely forgot that movie came out, honestly.
And one person's response to me, going like, isn't it the same fucking plot? Like, the movie slaps. I'm like, doesn't matter if the movie slaps. I'm like, no. It's just the same shit again. It doesn't slap, it's
You can hit similar story beats, but you do need to have something that has dramatically you need to have something that is actually different, so it feels like an actual progression and not just a hard reset for the sake of having a reset. Otherwise, it makes it.
It's not even a reset. It's just like.
Do you know what it is? It reminds me of Incredibles 2, in that sense. Where Incredibles 1 is one of my favorite animated movies of all time.
Yeah, it's really.
And Incredibles 2 is fine, but the problem with Incredibles 2 is it's basically the exact same plot and story arc as Incredibles 1. So it feels like the kind of movie that you make like a year or 2 after the success of the first one, not something you wait like 10 years or however long it was to do. as your big comeback and be like, yeah, you just did this. And it's like the same with Avatar 2. It's not like you're rebooting this for a new generation or anything. It's like, yeah, it's been 10 years since the last one, and so we're just going to do that one again in this kind of way of a film that you probably would have made within a couple years after the first one to cash in off of that success.
Yeah. It's just really, really incredibly lazy. And, like, it did do well, because, like I said, I predicted it would.
Yeah, but how well though? Did it break the billion? Did it do like billions of dollars? Well?
We're at least on a billion currently.
Oh.
At least last I checked. It could change by the time this is uploaded. But yeah, unfortunately, it has done really well. As much as I wanted it to bomb because it would have been funny.
But then it's like, what's it up against?
Like Puss in Boots.
What Puss in Boots 4?
Yeah, or 2 or whatever the fuck it is.
But it was nothing, tentpole that anyone's gonna actually give.
Yeah, it had nothing to really compete against, like other than Puss in Boots, and no one really. And Puss in Boots is like that thing that was like, and the people even said like Puss in Boots is good, but it's not like something that really brings in a big crowd.
Well, Puss in Boots will have its select audience where it will appeal to kids and to memers, the people who really like Shrek, I guess. But as I think Morbius has proven, the meme crowd is not something you really can appeal to.
Yeah.
But whereas Avatar 2 will get people who like the first one for whatever insane reasons they have, but also it will get people who are like, I just want to watch a big movie.
Or people because there's really nothing out right now that are just like that like go to the theater at least once a month. They're like, well, I guess I'm watching Avatar 2 now.
Rather shit my hands and clap. Well, good for James Cameron, I guess. He's managed to make the same movie again and make money off of it.
Meh.
If I know we could always get. Why is it you and I have to? We don't rehash our content. Carbomia, Mirakuru,
The Wizard.
We have to come up with wholly original content.
Sabo's refrigerators.
Yeah. Sabo not being in recordings and being dead. Man. That must be great if you hit a running gag that works, because it's like, oh sweet, that's half my script work gone.
Or when you're James Cameron, just literally take your script from like 10 plus years ago, just backspace out the title and change it.
You'd be Jimmy Fallon and just write a script with no jokes in it. Oh, sorry, write a script. Have a script written for him that has no jokes in it. Why is that man still on TV? It's not right.
I don't know.
It's not funny.
I don't know. Why does Dave Chappelle still do stand-up? He hasn't been funny in decades.
They just hold guns to the back of all the audience members' heads or something.
Maybe?
When the sign that says laugh comes on. Because I don't understand how anyone can laugh.
I think just people have really terrible sense of humor. Is really what it is. Like genuinely, I think that's what it is. Cause like,
well,
I've seen multiple times where like someone will make a joke that's actually good and it gets nothing, and then someone makes like just a really shitty joke that isn't funny, and then people start laughing, like have a laughing fit. So, I think it's just a matter of people have bad senses of humor.
Don't worry, Dan. We are partway through my plan to destroy the world. My scheme is going great.
Okay, what's your scheme?
My scheme is to raise global temperatures by 1.5 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
And in doing so will cause catastrophic changes in the Earth's climate and weather patterns, and therefore lead to the death of the human race. To accomplish this, I am, of course, not recycling.
Oh, don't worry, recycling is mostly a scam anyway.
Yeah. Scheme is going fantastic. We are on track to destroy the world, and those fools don't even know it.
Realistically, out of all the stuff you threw out, probably only like, maybe like 3 things, 2 things, 1, we're gonna actually get recycled.
Probably. That could be worse. I could have stocks in Tesla.
They're getting cheap nowadays. They're down
Yeah.
70% from the start of the year.
Yep.
Not even a joke for the audience.
Everything I sell is
Oh, no.
I also
A friend of mine once said if they drop below like $150 per share, things are gonna be things are gonna get bad for them.
And it's literally all because this guy is addicted to Twitter and won't get the fuck off Twitter, and now he owns it.
Even after we put up a poll saying, "Hey, who wants me to leave Twitter?" and the majority of people said, "Fuck off Twitter,"
I
and
mean,
yet he's still there.
of course he was gonna stay there. No, I don't think there's anybody in their right mind that thought he was going to, like, you know, look at that and go, "Huh, okay, you guys have a point. I will take a break from Twitter. I really should reassess it." No, of course not. It's fucking these rich people don't have fucking sentience. They pay someone to think for them, and then when they think too much, they fire them.
Well, in any case, looking like Elon is probably gonna get in a lot of trouble with the Tesla board of directors. I did hear, vague rumors of potentially removing the CEO from Tesla.
It can happen.
Because part of the problem is he's also like selling off Tesla shares in order to push up Twitter because of his own horrible mismanagement of Twitter. A company that maybe wasn't doing amazing, but you could have literally left the dog in charge and would have run fine.
Yeah.
And has now become, a hellscape for advertisers. Did you see that thing about banning people who link to their Facebook or Instagrams?
Oh,
or
yeah. I did
things
see
like
that.
Which I mostly bring up because back in June, our old pal Elon Musk did indeed quote. Let me quote this tweet that Elon Musk posted on June the 6th, 2022. The acid test for any two competing socio-economic systems is which side needs to build a wall to keep people from escaping. That's the bad one. I don't know. I don't know. I would say banning people who try and link to other social media platforms. Oh, because Mastodon was on there, of course, on that list of you don't link to. Yeah, so I feel like if you're banning people for linking to other social media platforms, that sounds a whole lot like building walls to keep people from leaving.
Just a little bit.
Ugh.
I know, what was it, a couple days ago, he was, like, at 4 a.m. in the morning, just, like, yelling at some random person on Twitter, saying that they have a small penis. Or small balls, one of the two. Which I think is kind of funny. Also...
that he had a...
No, he said the other person has a small balls, but I'm pretty sure he has small balls himself, though. Because, remember, my rule about people, whenever they have a go-to insult, usually it's something that they're self-conscious about themselves, so he's probably self-conscious about his own tiny balls. I'm not saying Elon Musk has tiny balls, but he might in fact be saying that he has tiny balls.
I mean, I am saying he has a small penis because
Allegedly.
Because his wife left him. You know what? I'm going to say it's not an allegedly. It's if he wants to prove that he doesn't have a small dick, then fine.
I'll say allegedly. You don't have to, though.
It's like it's up to him to make that to prove one way or the other. I mean, there is actually a trick in writing where you don't necessarily name the person, but you create such an obvious caricature of the person, but you give them one really embarrassing trait, like you say, say you want to make fun of a guy called Barry Johnson, so you make it someone called John Barryson, and you say he has a minuscule penis, and then the guy is unlikely to go into court to say it's him because you specifically mentioned he has the tiny penis, and so he then have to say, hey, this character you said with the tiny penis is clearly based on me.
You have to remember, Musk isn't very intelligent.
Well, certainly people are going to be second-guessing that whole genius businessman angle.
The fact that people thought that was
days.
really funny.
It's just that cult of personality bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
all of Musk's wealth came off of people effectively trading on the fact that he was a business guru, but not sort of realizing the fact that anyone can make money if they already have money to start
Yeah,
with. Like, it's not hard
he-
to make money.
He's a child of rich people. Like,
Yeah, he's living off that blood. He's living off that blood diamond money.
no, it's not diamonds. It's emeralds.
Oh,
Get
sorry,
right.
that blood emerald money.
Yeah, come on, get it fucking right. They could actually hit you for
I
perjury
follow-
on that one. Gotta say the right emerald.
Well, they're chaos emeralds though.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, long story short, Elon Musk is a tiny penis.
Yes. But, was it? Oh yeah, also, next week we'll do our like, games of bullshit. I got mine ready, pretty much.
We already do that.
No, we haven't done it yet.
Oh,
We
well,
usu-
I'll try and remember then.
I'll remind and I'll also message Sabo, since Sabo's not here. Sabo's died.
Has he even played a new game this year?
That's actually a good question. I don't know if he has. I mean, to be fair, as long as he's played a game fresh this year, it counts.
Well,
And if he hasn't, well, then
I
he
guess
hasn't.
we'll never know the truth.
Nope.
I guess we'll never know the truth.
Nope.
And
Shame, really. Shame he died.
what a shame. Anyway,
More at 11.
well, I guess since Sailor's not here, I can tell you, hey, next Super Sentai is going to be bug themed finally.
The Beetleborgs return.
Sort of. I think Red's a stag beetle.
Ah, yes, the Beetleborgs!
I think everyone else, it's like there's a bee, there's a butterfly, there's a dragonfly, and there's a mantis.
We'll have to make do. At least we got one big bad Beetleborg.
Well, only one of them is a beetle. All the rest of them are various other arthropods.
We'll have to make do. You know.
I mean, considering Sentai has been weirdly referential to other Toku stuff recently, or at least other Toei Toku stuff, it's entirely possible that the Bee Fighters might show up in it, or at least one of them might. So who knows?
But will the genie show up?
I'm gonna say probably not.
So they won't be going to the Haunted Mansion, that's what you're telling me.
Unlikely.
That's a shame. Oh,
Is
well.
it?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes. Will they get the Metallics upgrade?
Maybe. I mean, bearing in mind, as I said, B-Fight, it's like gonna be B-Fighter more than the Beetleborgs, considering I don't think Hasbro is gonna bother with Power Rangers with like new Power Rangers series properly for a while.
Just keep
'Cause I
coasting on the
think-
merchandise of Mighty Morphin.
Well, sort of, because I think the next season they're doing. Granted, I know very little about sort of Power. I follow Power Rangers like barely at all, but I think the next season they're doing is just like the original Mighty Morphin, where it's the mechs from one Sentai, but they're still using the current Dino Ranger suits, whatever it is. So, but as I said, I don't really follow Sentai that well, so couldn't say for definite.
I have the swing wing.
Right, now we can do the train.
Yes, I'll finish this level, then I'll do the train, and finish the birds.
going to be a bit of a long session then, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're right, because the bird thing is actually a bit long. You know, we'll probably just end it after I finish this level. Like,
yeah,
a good
might be
time.
for the best.
Yeah.
And then it actually give us enough time to do all of the birds in the next sitting. I think.
Probably, because the birds we should only really have to do the one remaining level, then it's the finale. So at the very least, we'll finish them in the next session. Where we'll then just bullshit about the best of for the year for us, or well, each one of us, because we each have our own. And remember,
Yeah, maybe Saber will be.
maybe Sable will have something this year. Don't bet
And
on
I'll
it.
have to try and. Well, I'll have to try and think about where I'm going to put God of War. It won't be number one, I can tell you that much.
Well, I know where I'll put it. Nowhere, because I didn't play it.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but I did play it, so I'm probably obligated to put it somewhere.
I mean, not really obligated. It won plenty of awards. It's fine.
I mean, who says I'm going to be that flattering about a game I've played? So I do this occasionally with other friends, and one of my friends has this tendency whenever he talks about things to just dwell on the negatives. So every time he talks about his favourite things, he just lists off all the things he doesn't like about the things that he's really meant to be praising and liking. Like, you know, this is your favourite games of the year, right? Not all the games that you not all these games that you like, but also really don't like.
It's honestly pretty funny.
He did, I think, one year make. I think it was 2020. I think it was like back in 2019. He made like WWE 2020. I don't think it was his favorite game, but it was like top 3 because of how bad it was, which is fair.
That's fair. Yeah,
If it was 2019, if it was 2019, then my game. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't really have you won't really hear me bitch like about the games that I put on, other than like I have a couple in the dishonorable section. They annoyed me enough to just throw them in there. I do have a couple of honorable mentions though. Because this, for me at least, this year had a lot of shit that I like.
I'll have to rethink mine and go through everything.
The scooter power up. I want it.
Get that Scooty Puff Jr.
Which is great, so when I do the one mission where I have to deliver mail, I don't have to rent out a scooter. How does it work, scooter?
You put the badge on and
Oh,
then
it's
put
a
dash hat on,
Oh, it's a dash hat. Okay.
and it replaces dash with scoot. You too could be a Scooty Puff Jr.
Welcome to the salty Splatoon. All right, cool. And that's the piece. Oh yeah, so we'll do the this one's gonna be a shorter one because if we continue it'll be longer because we got to do the train race, which I think is that a short level or is that a long level?
I don't remember. I think it might be short, but I think it might be better as an opener as well.
Yeah,
Considering it.
because otherwise the opener will be the final bit, or I go to the spooky house. That's what it would end up being if we didn't do that. Oh, good. The mafia leader's here now. He's like a fucking jar. I forgot that that he literally fucking
After he got mashed into.
he basically fucking dies.
Well, dies as much as anyone can die in this game.
Yeah, nobody really dies in this game. Well, actually, those fox spirits die, sort of. The ones where you burn
They
pins.
want to die. Doesn't count.
Yeah, it really doesn't count when they want to die. I'm just doing donuts around this one random player. What's wrong? No car, nerd?
Plus, also suicide rates go up in time for the holidays, so it is the season. Time to leave.
Time to leave.